Yeah, and we've done some pretty crazy things since we've been back. One especially, it was good because we had a little bit of downtime after the games, and we sort of didn't allude to it before, but it's sort of documented that after big competitions and after the Olympics, athletes go into sort of a little bit of depression because we had gone to London wanting to win the gold medal, and people were asking us before, what are you going to do after London? And you were just like, I don't care, don't want to think about it. And it was quite quickly after the race, like the day or two later, and people are like, so what are you going to do now? And you're sitting there going, I really don't know.
But it's just aimlessness. I mean, we've had that fixed point and that fixed point in time, that was the end, and we had no plans after that. So, you get to that point and it's what next? And yeah, like I said, like you saw there, like I said, Eric's changed the pictures. I think that was the one punch Eric threw.
No, come on.
It was. I mean, it was like butterflies flying into Manu, you know.
Yeah.
It was, and we've had a chance to mix it up a little bit, but we are now back in the boat and we are looking forward. It's been, I guess, we've had a few occasions in the last few months that have really acted as a bookend for the previous 4 years, that sort of been done and dusted, and now we've got to look to the future, and we are back training. We head overseas on the 14th of June. What for? Basically to start again and try and carry on winning. Essentially, we have won everything in our event. We've done all we can, but the challenge, I guess, at this point is to do it all again and to maintain that unbeaten record. Yeah,
it's a funny situation because 4 years ago we were sitting here going, we don't want to have that disappointment of not winning an Olympic medal. And so that was the real big driving, motivating factor, and we sort of had to find out, well, what do we want to achieve this time? And we'd love to go out and try and be unbeaten again and see if we can really push the limits and see how fast we can go. We set a world record that we thought we were capable of. We never really had the conditions to set it. And so now we've just got to go back out there and see if we can do it again. We've got a new coach. Dick Ditchdas didn't really want to coach us again. He's gone to coach the women, so we have a new coach, Noel Donaldson, who's come from Australia with a lot of credentials, and he's coaching the men's program now. So we're under different guidance, and we're just sort of changing it up a little bit. We know the core things of what we need to do well. We know we need to train hard, train with that intention, and really just go about our business day to day. So it's looking really good, and we've just got to go overseas and sort of test to where we're going.
Yeah, so finally we'd just like to leave you with a short video. Like I said, you've made it when you've made a TUI billboard. You've also, I guess, made it when you get someone, they do a skit on you, but without taking the piss out of you too much. So we've just got a short video.
Congratulations, you won gold. It's the roll, man. How many dudes you know roll like this? How many dudes got a mold like this? Not many. Dave Rennie, not many. Beneath many. How many dudes you know got the chops to go and row a boat like this? I got lycra on my body. Row in your boat, row gently down the stream, your mob row and tow. Last year was Carter's and McCoy's. Now it's 2 dudes, 1 boat and 2 oars. Stroke so hard that we got some sore skin. 2 is giving us his O for awesome. More gold round my neck than Mr. T. I pity the fool who's against my heat. We're facing backwards, but we're going forwards. We may be coxless, pick up plenty of balls. Don't take us on, we'll waste your son. Scowling harder than a bogan from Hamilton. Coming home to a ticket tape parade to endorse some meat that'll get me paid. Sideburns that are taking up most of my face. Whoa, up yours, Ozzy, we won first place, go! How many dudes you know roll like this? How many dudes got a mold like this? Not many. Kirk Benny, not many. JJ Benny.
It's Feeney! JJ Feeney!
I'm an 8-tail rower. It's all good. We wrote it out in case you misunderstood. I've got a sweet lawnmower. It's all good. I cut the grass around my neighborhood.
Okay, Ben, I think we're done now, mate.
I've got a big leaf blower.
Honestly, dude, we're done. It's finished.
I got a new hedge trimmer.
That one doesn't even rhyme. What are you doing?
Yeah, I know. I just got some free stuff from Bunnings, though, and I'm trying to work it into the show. Lowest prices are just the beginning.
So I don't know how we're going for time. We're over, we're under. Are we happy to take questions if so, if there are any? Boss?
Stand up.
Yeah, oh, here we got a question.
Those boats look incredibly narrow. Do you call out the challenge at all?
Not for a long time. You may. It's you can. Yeah, it's like riding a bike, kind of. I mean, for a while you fall off, but after you get the hang of it, you should be okay. But it does happen on occasion.
If you're talking about technologies, rowing, apart from changing the construction materials of rowing boats, carbon fibres, Kevlars, making them lighter and stiffer, the basic shape of them hasn't really changed for about the last 40, 50 years. We're starting to use a little bit more technology around real-time GPS, where we have a little unit on our boat and a coach has a laptop or his iPad and he's looking at our speeds, our acceleration, can see our heart rates all in real time. And so,
which is not great. There's no hiding anymore.
You can't just sit there and go about it. But those are the real main things that have happened with rowing lately is just developing the software and that sort of thing around the ability for a coach to see things and for us to use the data to...
Just real-time feedback, I guess.
Because normally you had to finish a row and download it and then wait, and then we've gone home to go have a feed or have a shower or go to sleep, and then you just sort of forget about it. So
anything else?
Everyone wants another coffee.
No? Are you?
How important is diet?
Yeah, it is important.
Seafood and eat it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's Eric's idea. Yeah, it depends who you are. I mean, we're well versed in nutrition. But for me personally, I struggle to hold weight, so it's when I'm in training, I just fade away. It's kind of common sense. I eat good stuff first, and then if I'm still hungry, it's just calories after that. So I'm partial to fish and chips every once in a while, or a pie, or it's okay. But it really does depend who you are. Eric's sort of carrying a few love handles there, so he could afford to lose a couple of pounds. It's just a bit of an elephant in the room. So
I've got to stop drinking that 22 dozen too they sent me for the billboard.
So it depends who you are, but we are very well versed in it, and probably what's evolved in the last few years is more around timing. It's not so much what we eat, but when we eat is far more important. We obviously breakfast when we get up. We have gels when we're on the water. We have sports drinks when we're on the water. We get off the water. It's within the protocol is within 5 minutes you've got to have a quick source carbohydrate, so whether that be a gel or lollies or something like that. Within 20 minutes you have a protein shake, and then within an hour you want almost a full meal. And it's mainly about recovery and getting the gains from your training. So you've worked hard, you've destroyed the muscle fibres, that sort of thing, so it's about repairing them and growing them bigger. And then also about restoring carbohydrate and energy stores for your next training session. And that's probably more important because you've worked hard in the morning, and then if you don't eat properly, you can't turn up in the afternoon and repeat what you've done in the morning. So that's probably it's more around timing than necessarily about what we eat.
Big Mac. Georgie pie, actually. That's the next one.
How bad do you want that next Olympic gold?
Love to have it, actually. It's a funny one because, of course, we've been working so hard to try and get the Olympic gold medal, and we've sort of to go out and try and win two is huge, and that's really the driving factor, is to try and go out and do it again is massive. We'd love to go out and try and repeat the performances that we've done. And try and replicate that would just be phenomenal.
Yeah,
So,
but in saying that, I mean, we're not really focused. People, it's almost a throwaway comment, and some people say, "Oh, you're going to be at the next Olympics," and it's like, well, I'm not really focused. That's just too far away. There's too many strokes to be rowed at that point to have that as a goal. Or we're really trying to it's implied by the mere fact we're carrying on rowing, because rowing is really 4-year cycles. If you carry on in the sport, it's implied that you're going to do it for 4 years. But we've really tried to bring the goals back to the shorter term and look at we are lucky, like Eric said, world champs this year, or just even the next month. And we find if we really make it count on a day-to-day basis, the end results take care of themselves. If we get too focused on Rio in 2016, you miss all that, the bulk of that work that goes in the middle. And that's funny, like looking back, the gold medal, I guess, is a representation of our efforts in London. But Eric and I are far prouder of that 4 years of work that we did prior to that final. I mean, that final was the icing on the cake. But as far as what I'm proud of, it was getting to the position to be able to race that final. That's what I'm far more proud of, is doing that day-to-day grind.
What's your big threat? Are you going to get slower, or in your competition you're going to get faster?
Hopefully they'll get faster. We'll get faster.
No, I don't want them to get faster. But it's fun. 99. A huge amount of our effort will be just in getting back to where we were, and that's our biggest challenge. Let alone going faster. Can we go faster?
Hopefully.
Yeah. It's hard to say, to be honest. Our opposition. The good thing about rowing is that people just don't burst onto the scene. It's really usually a progression. They come into this and it just evolves slowly. So it's almost like the tortoise. You can sort of see them coming. But in saying that, people will surprise over the years, and we're sure they will. I'm sure they will come at us, and we've set that benchmark. So I guess it's about extending that out each time we go out there, so no one does tip us over.
Well, what gives you more lasting satisfaction, making the world record or the gold medal?
Definitely the medal. The record, I guess, was I think we'd been capable of that for a few years, but it is very conditions dependent. You need a bit of a tailwind. You need favourable conditions, and it was sort of like all the stars aligning with being at the Olympics. We're obviously in great shape. It was a good day. We had a bit of a tailwind, but the Olympics is only every 4 years. I mean, we can have a chance to break the record all the time, but records are made to be broken, and we have no doubt that at some point in the future it will be broken, but no one can sort of take away the Olympic gold medal, I guess.
All right.